This video is going to give you some tips on answering an exam question. There are 3 things you should always do when tackling the longer answer questions. Circle, underline and highlight. And I'll explain how you can use this to try and maximise your marks. It's easier with an example, so we're going to use this question from the new 1 to 9 Biology Trilogy Paper 1. This is a good example of how a long answer practical based question may appear in an exam. To tackle this question, you firstly need to identify and circle the command word. In this example, the command word is describe. This means that you're going to be asked to recall a fact, event or process in an accurate way. And in this case, it wants you to describe a method. So it's telling you that it's important to order the steps of the process in a logical and accurate way. Secondly, you then want to underline what you need to do to answer the question. The question is trying to help you here. The 2 bullet points give a good indication of what the marker is looking for. They want to see that you've decided what you will measure and at the variables that you will control. It's giving you tips on what will count towards the marks. Lastly, you want to highlight any information that can help you. So here, the most important parts are the fact that you're investigating the rate of photosynthesis, so you need to be able to measure this somehow, and also you want to see how it's affected by different colours of light. Lastly, it's important to remember that you need to describe the method to achieve this. So if I was answering this question, I would use the bullet points to structure my answer. I'd begin by giving an overview of the method, explaining that I would use filters to provide the different colours of light. I would then use the bullet points, as I said earlier, to structure the answer. So for what I would measure, I would talk about how I would count the number of bubbles in a given time. It's important that you count the number of bubbles in a given time, as this will provide you with a rate of photosynthesis rather than just a measure. I would then talk about the variables that would need to be controlled. These could include the intensity of light, the length of time counting, the temperature the experiment is conducted at, and the supply of carbon dioxide to the plant. Lastly, I'd finish up with some good experimental techniques, such as repeating the experiment and then calculating the mean. This will lead to a well-structured answer that hits all the marking points and hopefully will return the full 6 marks in the exam. So whenever you're faced with a long answer question, just remember, circle, underline and highlight.